Hello there, my friends. Welcome to Aisha Motivates. Every single time that I stand in front of the camera to speak, hopefully something of worth, that is always my intent. I am happy that I'm given this opportunity. And I want to thank you for stopping by to hear what it is that I have to say. But with that, I would also like to ask that if you take the time to listen to what I have to say and hopefully consider what I'm saying, it's my deepest desire that you share the information. So please consider sharing if you're able to get just a little nugget from what I share with you. I wanted to share with you this beautiful song. It's been done a few times. I think Frank Sinatra did it and Elvis and probably a few others. And this is the song, not in its entirety. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I'm not gonna continue on, but it's a beautiful song. And this is the premise that I wanted to share. Regrets, I've had a few, and I know you've had a few. Once we get to a certain age, and even as a young, once you get to that stage where you're able to make choices, even if it's immature, we have regrets, right? Even a little child who could go and steal some cookies or something, you bet when they're caught, they're feeling a sense of regret and sorrowful that they've done it, right? But it's the magnitude. And so, with this song, when you have a chance, take a few minutes and listen to it. I know you'll benefit, and some of you perhaps you already know this song quite well, but it bears listening to. Now, there's a piece to that that's very interesting. But regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. And I think that is the goal that all of us could ever hope to attain. That when we live out our lives, the regrets that we have, they would be few. Because we will have regrets. In life, when we make choices, even if we deem them to be good choices, if you're going this pathway, that means you're giving up this other pathway. And maybe this might be a good experience, but what if this is a better experience? Or maybe you took this pathway thinking it's the right one and it wasn't. Perhaps this one would have been, and maybe not, right? But the goal for all of us is indeed to have as few regrets as possible when our eyes close, when we've accomplished the dash, the date that we were born and the date that we leave this world. Later on in the song, it goes on to say, the big crescendo of the song says, I did it my way. And so when we make those choices and we can say, I did it my way, that means we take ownership for what it is that we've done. There's no blame game and hopefully no poor me, but rather these are the choices that I've made and I can live with these choices. And I can go to my grave contented that I made these choices. Now, unfortunately, I I don't think I have to tell you that many of us don't go to our graves satisfied with the choices that we've made. Perhaps we were too stubborn to change. Perhaps we thought we still had more time. Perhaps we were blaming ourselves, thinking, no one ever gave me a chance. You know, there are many reasons why. And maybe you just couldn't, as hard as you tried. But at the end of the day, when you've done all that you can do, providing you did do all that you can do, then yes, you can, I believe, hold your head up high because you did all that you could do. The question is, are we doing all that we can do? And this is what I bring to you and I pose to you. Do all that you can do. So at the end of your days, you will be able to say, I did it my way. And you can say it proudly, knowing that no one talked you into something, forced you into something, coerced you into something, and those choices were planned, well determined, and though you might not have gone all the way, you can still say, I did it my way. You put everything that you had into it, and you're satisfied. This is so, so important. To live a life consciously, so consciously that we occur as few regrets as possible, and that whatever choices we're making, they're thought out. Again, this is why it's important for us to have a plan, to have a goal, to have a vision, and to write it down. Because if we don't plan to succeed, if we don't have a plan, we're planning to fail. Not having a plan is setting yourself up for failure, right? So, I don't know who this message is for, but it's one that we should ponder. Regrets. I've had a few. What is it? Is it the job that you didn't go after? The job that you possibly could have gotten, but you didn't feel that you had the credentials for? Or you felt that they would not give you a chance because of the color of your skin? Maybe you were shy. Maybe you didn't acquire that man, that whatever it is, because of the choices that we've made. Whatever it is, whatever choices we're making, I say, Aisha is telling you and praying that you'd listen. Take a chance on yourself. Live boldly so that there'll never be a question mark at the end of our lives because you've done all that you can do. And whatever regrets, they will be few because the choices made would have done with purpose, on purpose, and for a purpose. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. Some of the words I don't remember going on, but it's a beautiful song. And it's so true. Live boldly. Live with few regrets. Don't leave a question mark. This is Aisha Motivates. If this is for you, take it and run. Our lives is so precious. Each and every one of us. No one knows what tomorrow will bring. We're only certain of this very moment. This moment. I'm getting goosebumps right now. Because this very moment that we're in, this is all that we have. Live it out loud. Don't let someone else make plans for you. It is said that when we're putting off and making excuses for ourselves and not having any goal or purpose, it leaves us wide open for someone to come and say, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing today? What are you doing tomorrow? Oh, nothing. I'm just gonna Well, why don't you come in? Why I'm doing such and such. Come over. We'll do blank, 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 blank. Don't let that be you. Having someone else plan your life, use your time, simply because you've made no plans. You ain't got no plans. So someone else will make it for you. Start making plans, living your life on purpose, with purpose, and for a purpose. I cannot stress this enough. Can't stress this enough. This is for somebody. My information is below. And this is important. This is important. Share this video. I thank you for your time. Bye-bye.